Hey guys, welcome back. The Springbok team has been named for the test against the All Blacks. A massive test match coming up for the Springboks there. Eden Park, Hoodoo, 50 game unbeaten from 1994. A very tough place for Springboks to play. And the last time they played there, I think a lot of people will remember Dan Carter's being tackled by Bismarck du Plessis. That's come up a couple of times this week in the build-up. We're quite used to it, and it's really a big game. So Russie's named the team, a very settled team, 17 players from Cape Town. A bit of bad luck for Jean-Luc Dupré because apparently he was going to be in the team. Yeah, those will probably remember he was in the team in Cape Town and then had to withdraw from a stomach bug. So his bad luck continues. And the week before, he missed out on the incoming tours. He got concussion just before the incoming tours and also had the birth of his child back in England. And then he was supposed to play against the Wallabies in Cape Town. Got the stomach bug day before the Boks went to run down the field in Cape Town, and then obviously withdrew as well. So he's really had a run of bad luck. One of the things that's happened now is that he has had, unfortunately, had looks like quite a serious knee injury that's happened to him as well. So. Yeah, that's keeping him out as well. So it looks like he's going to be out for a long time. So he was named in the side on Monday, and part of that sort of solves the equation about why Jesse Kriel is captaining the side and not Sia Kolisi. Jesse was named as the captain on Monday internally in the team thing, and Sia trained on Monday, so he was eligible for selection, but he was only going to return on the second game in Wellington next week. But because that happened, the Boks brought him back in. So that's quite interesting because Sia coming in and the team does have this rule that if you don't train on a Monday, then you can't be selected. And obviously, Sia trained on Monday, Jean-Luc trained on Monday. On Wednesday, he went down, and at that stage, the Boks don't like changing their plans very much. They've had quite a bit of disruption this year already with the changes that they've had. It's I think quite a sensible decision. Sia's still going to do his part, and the Boks work in a team of leaders anyway, where that's not just one leader. The one guy's the captain, but there's leaders in certain positions and defensively and in each of the set pieces as well. So a very settled team that they've named. Let's have a look at that team quickly and we can go through it. So here's the team that's been selected for the Eden Park game. It was always going to be probably their best team anyway, and a settled team as well. I think let's just go through the forward pack first of all. Oxenchair, no surprise there, Malcolm Marx. Thomas du Toit is an interesting one because you would have thought Wilco Low might have done enough to get there, but the fact that they've got Thomas du Toit in there, they obviously see something in the All Black scrum that they feel they can target as well. So he's going to be starting it. Great for him to get a start. Wilco Low will come on second half, and I think that's going to be quite interesting to see as well. We're looking forward to that scrum battle. New Zealand has one of the strongest scrums in world rugby, and it's always an epic battle between these two sides. Eben Etzebeth is back. He was on the bench last time. Ruan Nokia keeps his place ahead of Loet de Jager. That's quite interesting. But those of you who watch the channel know I rate Ruan Nokia very highly for his work rate. He's a guy who's never had a bad Springbok test. He's always plays his heart out, and certainly a player that does everything, ticks all the boxes that the management want from him. And then the loose trio, we've spoken a bit about Sia coming back in. Interestingly, that's the exact same loose trio they played against Australia at Ellis Park. Marco van Staden, who does a lot of work, who's probably played the most minutes in the Springbok jersey of all the players this year, certainly is impressed with his workload for the Springboks. And I know he's got some of the detractors, but he's certainly one of the most hard-working guys there. Pieter-Steph du Toit is back. He was, of course, was out with concussion in the previous game in Cape Town. He missed that one, but he's back in Sia Kolisi. So a very settled pack, a very big pack, a pack that's also been picked. The same explanation was given for this loose trio was the breakdown threat that Australia had. So players, all three loose trio players who hit the rucks quite a lot. It didn't work against Australia at Ellis Park because of injuries. Marco van Staden came off with a gum guard that showed a false positive about a head knock. And so he was off the field from the HIA and passed the HIA and returned. And then Sia Kolisi went off with a knee injury. So that was obviously shouldn't have happened there. Looking at the back line, no surprise at Grant Williams. I know there was some consternation in New Zealand whether Faf de Klerk should have come in or was going to come in. I didn't ever think that was going to happen. Grant Williams, Andre Pollard, certainly the 9 and 10 that the Boks played against the Wallabies in Cape Town, and certainly the two front runners in their positions as well. It'd be good to see them get a second test straight after that together. Then there's been some injuries to Kurtley Orange, Edwulf and Amava, so Kanan Moody gets the one wing, Cheslin Colby's always on the other wing, and that's great to see. Settled midfield of Damon DeLend and Jesse Kriel, really settled, and a huge part of the Boks success over the last couple of years. And then Willie LaRue getting his 101st test. Of course, he was also supposed to play in Cape Town and withdrew with the niggle a couple of days before the test match. So that's the starting 15. Now, looking at the bench, it's quite interesting. Jan Hendrik Wessels, who's the swinger there, he's on the bench as well. He, of course, missed out with a concussion as well in training with Eben Etzebeth. Boan Venter, who's really making the most of his call-up, his late call-up, and he's also on the bench as well. Wilco Low will be the other. That'll be the front row and the second half. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how they do against that All Black front row. Obviously, the Boks have seen something there. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. And let's look at the rest of the bench as well. Some experience coming in for the rest of the bench. It's a 5-3 bench, as you can see. Louis de Jager comes in there, and he's got a good engine as well to come on in the second half. Kwagga Smith, the perennial substitute, and does exceptionally well off the bench for the Springboks as well. Kobus Reinach, all sorts of experience there. Also enjoying his sort of run with the Bok team as well. Sasha Fine-Mngomezulu, not surprised there at all. He's going to come on in that second half, I think. And as he can come on in a variety of positions, so the Boks can use him anywhere. And then Ethan Hooker's the very interesting one. The Boks say they did that because they don't really have a 13 replacement on the bench, but Ethan Hooker can also play wing. And Rossi didn't mention anything in terms of the hybrid thing that they do with Andre Esterhuizen, but certainly that must come to mind as well. But Ethan Hooker is certainly one of the stars of the future that has done exceptionally well for the Sharks, and getting his shot there. It will be only his second test for the Springboks. But certainly a player we expect to play a lot more games in the future. So that's the Springbok team to face the All Blacks. A real good side as well. A very settled side. Probably the side that we expected in the most part. Maybe the loose trio is the one that's maybe a little bit, I won't say worrying, because it didn't work against Australia there. But they've certainly got a plan, and they've had a couple more weeks to work on it as well. So maybe that's going to be interesting. But I think it's going to be small margins that wins it in Eden Park, at Eden Park for the Boks. If they do win it, the All Blacks aren't unbeaten there in 50 games for nothing. So it's going to be a very, very tough challenge for the world champions. But let me know what you think. Who do you think should have played? Are you happy with the squad? Let me know in the comments. Always read those comments. And as always, guys, please do the thumbs up and if you can, smash that subscribe button. We're trying to grow the channel. But thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing your comments there about the team. Cheers.